Hassan. Ahmad. Ahmad. Hayy. Hayy. Alhamd. Alhamd. Hammam.
Amma.
Hammam.
Hammam.
No, not amam. It's like when you are panting. Hammam.
Hammam. Hammam.
This is where we need to be very careful when we are pronouncing letters. When you said amam, amam means front. But when you said hammam, that is
Toilet.
bathroom.
Restroom.
So you can see the faint difference. And the only error there is the way you pronounce. Amam means front, but hammam means bathroom. So it is ha, ha, ha. Hassan. Ahmad. Hayy. Alhamd. Hammam.
Hammam.
Now let's look at the difference. Let's look at the difference we have in ha and ha. Hawa.
Ahmad.
Hawa.
Hawa.
Hawa. So you can see the difference. Hawa. Hawa. Harir.
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 Hada.
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 Hamza.
Hamza.
That's name of a person. Hamza. But
Hamza.
Hamza. That is a letter.
Hamza.
This is one of Arabic letters. Hamim.
Amin.
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 Haram.
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 Yuhbito.
Yubito.
Yuhbito.
Yubito.
Sahir.
Sahir.
Sahir. Ahalla.
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 Mahjur.
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 Nahiya.
Naya.
Nahiya.
Nahya.
Kahil.
Kahil.
Kahil. Farih. Farih. Shabah. Shabah. Abah.
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 La. La. Sifah. Sifah.
صفا
صح.
صح
صح.
صح
You can see that they are very related. When you said صح, that is correct. صح,
صحيح
correct. But
صح
صح, shut up. So we need to be very careful when we are pronouncing, especially when it comes to the Quran. So let's look at the Tadrib al-Thalith and look at the differences we have in the Quran. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
الرحمن الرحيم
الرحمن الرحيم
وَالْعَادِيَاتِ ضَبْحًا.
والعاديات
والعاديات
ضبحا
ضبحا
فالموريات قدحا.
فالموريات
فالموريات
قدحا
قدحا
فالمغيرات صبحا.
فالمغيرات
فالمغيرات
صبحا
صبحا
إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا.
إنا فتحنا
إنا
لك
فتحنا
فتحا
لك فتحا
مبينا
مبينا
فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا.
فسوف
فسوف
يحاسب
يحاسب
حسابا
حسابا
يسيرا
يسيرا
فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا.
سوف
فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا
Grandma, hey, the bunje
Now, we still have one verse.
نعم
ولكم فيها جمال حين تريحون وحين تسرحون.
ولكم فيها جمال حين
تريحون
تريحون وحين تسرحون.
So that is the pronunciation of letter Ha. So we need to be very careful so that we will not be pronouncing Ha as Hamza. We will not be pronouncing it as How. We will not be pronouncing it as which other related one? Ain. Ah, ah. So we have that is Ain. We have that is How. Then we have that is Hamza. So this one is Ha, Ha, Ha. So let's quickly move to Al-Kalam. Al-Kalam. I told us the last time that Al-Kalam is the plural of Kalima. But when you are talking of Al-Kalam, you have so many words coming together. So many words coming together. And they make sense. When you finish speaking them, so you can stop without leaving the listener to ask questions. That what else? Or waiting for you to complete the sentence. For instance, when you say, Uridu an turidu an taf'al maza. So the listener will be expecting that this statement is incomplete. So that is not kalam. الكلام يحسن السكوت عليه. When you stop on it, there's not going to be further question. So that is what is being called as al-kalam. And when there is no faida in kalam, some people call it kalam al-fariq, useless talk, empty talk. So it must make sense. That is al-kalam. So let's quickly look at التدريب الأول. تبادل السؤال والجواب مع زميلك. Exchange the question and answer with your colleague. Can somebody remind me of the plural of zamil? Zamil, colleague. We've mentioned it before. Number 444, can you tell us?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't ask all this why. Number 015, can you tell us? The plural of zamil. Zamil means colleague. Zamil.
Semil.
Zamil is zamil.
Semil. As
What's the plural of zamil? You said? 408, you want to tell us?
I want to try it. Sumahila.
Sumaila? That's a trier, but far from it. 461, you are telling us? So zamil, the plural is zumala. Zumala'u. Zumala'u. So that is the plural of zamil. But zamila, that is the feminine. So that one will be the plural of a feminine. Jamu mana salim. Zamilat. Zamilat. Okay? So we have been reading this particular sentence for the past 3 weeks and no one asked questions about it. تبادل السؤال والجواب. Exchange the question and answer مع زميلك. مع زملائك. Sorry. Even I have the plural here. I have the plural here. مع زملائك. With your colleagues. So the singular is zamil, and here is the plural, zumala. Now let's go. ما رقم بيتك? So if you are asking about bait, but if you are asking about the apartment, shaqqa, ما رقم شقتك. ما رقم بيتك? ما رقم شقتك? So what's your house number or what's your apartment number? So now you have series of numbers there. You have khamsa. You have khamsa. So you have arba, you have khamsa, you have sitta, you have saba, you have thamaniya. أسكن في حي الجامعة. أسكن في حي الجامعة. I'm living around the university or the university neighborhood. حي. Do you remember the plural? أحياء. حي أحياء. So each of the students is expected to be questioned with this particular question, and each is expected to respond to the question. The next one, التدريب الثاني. You have another thing to practice there. تبادل الحوار مع زميلك. Exchange the discussion or the conversation with your colleague. كما في المثال, as you have it in the illustration. المثال, in the picture you have an apartment. أريد مشاهدة الشقة. I want to view the apartment. تفضل, هذه هي الشقة. This is the apartment. تفضل. Come on, let's go. هذه هي الشقة. This is the apartment. So we want to use each of the pictures you have here. When you have ثلاجة, you said أريد مشاهدة الثلاجة. I want to view the refrigerator. تفضل, هذه هي الثلاجة. We use هذه هي because ثلاجة is feminine. Then you have سرير. سرير is, so when you have masculine, it's not going to be هذه هي like the first one. So in the second picture you have سرير. أريد مشاهدة السرير. I want to view the bed. تفضل, هذا هو السرير. This is the bed. So you can note the difference between the two, feminine and masculine. The next one you have mir'at. And mir'at is feminine. أريد مشاهدة المرآة. هذه هي المرآة. The next one you have فرن. فرن is masculine. أريد مشاهدة الفرن. تفضل, هذا هو الفرن. The last one you have الأريكة. الأريكة is feminine. أريد مشاهدة الأريكة. أريد مشاهدة الأريكة. تفضل, هذه هي الأريكة. So I think we should be able to distinguish between feminine and masculine that way. التدريب الثالث. We have another question, another way of responding to it. تبادل السؤال والجواب مع زملاء. That's an error. If you are reading, مع زميلك, that's an error. It should be زميلك. زميلك. مع زميلك. So do you get it? So you can correct it if you have the opportunity. تبادل السؤال والجواب مع زميلك. So on Zain, you should have Fatha. Mim, you have Kesra. You need to be taking note of some of these things. Even in your exam, you may want to pick a response. Probably the error there is just the vowelization. So you need to look for the correct one. Okay? So in the picture, you have sitara, sitara, cotton. ماذا تريد? What do you want? أريد ستارة. أريد ستارة. You know, I told us coming after أريد, whatever noun coming after أريد should be mansub. أريد ستارة, not ستارة, not ستارة. So because it is object, I want a curtain. So we should be able to apply that to the 8 variables we are having. So I'll be calling us one after the other. I'll be asking the question. Then if you are called, you are expected to respond. Now let's go on. Number 380. The first one, ماذا تريد?
نعم.
ماذا تريدين? That is female, I guess.
Yes, sir. أريد أركع.
Again, look at it very well.
أريد أركع.
أريد الأريكة.
أريد أريكة.
أريد الأريكة.
أريد الأريكة.
That marbuta will be taking kesra or doma or fatah. Which of them?
ضمة.
Doma coming after
نعم.
huridu. When it's coming after huridu, it will be taking doma.
أريد الأريكة.
Kesra. No, that is wrong. Let me call another person before I'll talk about that. Farouk Abu Bakr. ماذا تريد؟ فاروق أبو
السلام
بكر.
عليكم.
وعليكم
sir.
السلام. ماذا تريد؟
أريد أريد الأريقة.
أريد
أريكة.
harikatan. You have alif walam. You have alif
Yes.
walam here.
Yeah, I say أريد الأريكة.
Yeah, that is another error again. Inshallah, I will explain. Let me call another person again to try. Number 558. 558. ماذا تريد؟ Five 558 is not responding. 666. ماذا تريد؟ 666.
أريد الأريكة.
أريد الأريكة. ممتاز ممتاز. أريد الأريكة. Now, Madam Farouk, when a noun is taking alif, it will not take tanween at the same time. So it cannot be uridul arikatan. It is only when a noun is not definite that is going to be indefinite. So it cannot be definite and indefinite at the same time. So instead of you saying Al-arikatan, it would take only fatha. Al-arikata. Barakallahu fikum. Now, let's move further to the next one, which is furnan. So this one is not having alif walam. Furnan. Number 666, I could say that you responded later. ماذا تريد؟
أريد فرنا.
أريد فرنا. ممتاز. The next one, number 640. ماذا تريد؟ 640. ماذا تريد؟
أريد سخانا. أريد
أريد
سخانا.
سخانا. أريد سخانا. ممتاز. Number 640.
Yes, Sheikh.
Okay. Sorry. 039. Next one. ماذا تريد؟
أريد سجادة.
أريد سجادة. That time مربوطة will be taking what?
بفاتحة.
فتحة.
Sajjada. No, it will be sukun on it. Sajjada.
Sukun? No, not in pronunciation. I mean in writing.
Okay, writing it will be Fatiha.
Fatha or Fataten?
Fatihatain because it does not have
Fataten.
Fatihatain.
Uridu sajjadatan. The next one, mir'a. Mir'a. Number 405. ماذا تريد؟ $405. Not available. 550. 550. Are you there?
نعم.
ماذا تريدين؟
أريد مرآة.
Kindly pronounce the term marbuta.
أريد مرآة.
Mir'atan. Mumtaza. Number 777. The next one. 777. ماذا تريد؟
أريد ثلاجة.
أريد ثلاجة. Number 1. Number 01. Next one. ماذا تريد؟ Number 01.
أريد
تريد ماذا؟
سرير.
أريد سريرا.
أريد سريرا.
And the last one, number 123. Number 123. ماذا تريد؟
أريد ستارة.
أريد ستارة. بارك الله فيكم. Let's move to the next one. التدريب الرابع. التدريب الرابع. هات جملا كما في المثال. هات جملا كما في المثال. Produce the sentences like as in the illustration. المثال. If you look at the picture you have there, you have الدار الخامس. خمس غرف. I want to believe you can remember that we came across all these expressions and sentences before today. It's just like a kind of reminder. So they want us to be meeting some of these things several times so that they will not be strange to us. أسكن في حي الجامعة. أسكن في شقة جميلة. الشقة في الدور الخامس. في الشقة 5 غرف. So if you are called, you can see that this is a complete introduction of where one is living. And the information was gotten from the picture you have here. Ad-Dawr al-Khamis and Khamsu Ghuraf. So the information about the place is not there. The information about the Shaqqa is not there, but they were added in the illustration. So that is how you are expected to add it to your own as well, if you are called. So we have 4 variables. I'll call 4 different people to do that. So take the example again. أسكن في حي الجامعة. أسكن في شقة جميلة. If it started with the area where he's living, then the apartment. Now where the apartment is located, يعني الشقة في الدور الخامس. And في الشقة 5 غرف. The number of rooms that you have in the apartment, there are 5. So let me see if anyone can try the first one, where we have where the shaqqa is located at Dawr al-Rabi, and في الشقة 4 غرف. يعني we have 4 rooms in that apartment. So let me see if anyone can try that. Unfortunately, so many people are just raising up their hands, so I wouldn't know who is just trying to answer now. So let me first ask all of us to lower our hands, and let's see who is ready. Yeah. So if you want to answer, so you can just raise up your hand now. Okay. Malam Farouk, number 1. Then number 36, you are taking number 2. Jami Ali, you are taking number 3. Then Murtada Abdul Aziz, you are taking number 4. Okay, number 1. I've given you numbers. Number 1, Malam Farouk.
نعم السلام عليكم.
Wa alaikum assalam. You take the first one. Ad-Dawr al-Rabi' 4 غرف.
Okay. الشقة في دور الرابع.
You are not starting from the beginning. Look at the illustration.
أسكن في الحي الجامعة.
Are you truly living around the university? Tell us where you are living.
Okay. أسكن في حي Yes, I'm living around the university right now.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Yes, I'm in Gwagwalada.
Now, that should be in Abuja. Go on.
أسكن في شقة الجميلة.
في شقة جميلة. Are you really living in an apartment or you are living in a house? It could be أسكن في بيت جميل.
أسكن في بيت جميل.
ما شاء الله. البيت في الدور العرضي. في الدور العرضي.
لا في الدور الأول.
Okay. You know Dar al-Hardi, if you're not having the ground floor now.
نعم.
Yes, ground floor is Dar al-Hardi. So we call it Dar al-Hardi. So Dar al-Awwal will be the first floor.
نعم.
Okay.
في بيت
في البيت.
أول غرف.
في البيت.
في البيت أول غرف.
أول غرف. What do you mean by that? You have
First
only one.
room.
You
One
want to say
room.
you have only one room?
Yes.
Oh. أول. Why أول? في البيت غرفة واحدة.
واحدة. عفوا.
في البيت غرفة
غرفة.
واحدة.
Okay. في البيت غرفة واحدة. Now.
Inshallah, we'll still talk about the counting. I talked about it last week when people were asking questions regarding sequence and non-sequence. So you are using sequence now to answer non-sequence.
Okay.
Now,
Thank you.
Number two, 036. Number two. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Go ahead. Zero 36. Dawr Thalith. Then you have.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Yes. Can I start, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Bismillah. أسكن في حي المدرسة.
في حي المدرسة.
إن شاء الله.
Okay.
أسكن في شقة الجميل. في شقة الجميل.
في شقة
جميل.
جميلة.
جميلة.
So shaqqa is feminine, so jamila is feminine. So
No.
when you say shaqqa, jamil, shaqqa is in that wise. So shaqqa will be feminine, and your jamil is masculine. So there's no concord in that. So askunu fi shaqqatin jamila.
أسكن في شقة جميلة. أسكن في الشقة في دور رابع.
في الدور الرابع.
إن شاء الله.
ما شاء الله.
في شقة ثلاث غرف.
Are you referring to this exercise you have here, or you are telling us the truth?
I'm telling you the truth, sir.
Okay, that means you are in 4th floor.
Yes, sir.
أيوة الدور الرابع.
إن شاء الله.
في الدور الرابع يعني في تلك الشقة 3 غرف.
Yes.
هكذا. ما شاء الله.
Now.
بارك الله فيكم. So we are only trying to ignore what we have in the book so that we'll be able to make it a kind of real. Okay. Malam Jami Ali. Malam Jami Ali. Are you there?
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
نعم. أسكن في حي شركة NLNG.
ما شاء الله.
نعم. أسكن في شقة جميلة. الشقة في دور الأرض.
ما شاء الله.
في شقة 4 غرف.
ما شاء الله. بارك الله فيك. شيخ مرتضى عبد العزيز.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. جاء دورك. It's your turn.
نعم، ولكن أنا في الطريق إلى المدرسة الآن، ولكن هل يمكن أن أقرأ هذه المذاكرة؟
تفضل.
أسكن في حي على الطريق. أسكن في شقة جميلة.
في
في
شقة
شقة
جميلة.
في شقة جميلة. الشقة في دور سابع. الشقة في دور سابع.
أيوه.
في شقة خمس. في شقة 7 غرف. غرف 7
أيوه.
غرف.
في شقة.
في شقة 7 غرف.
Is it سبعة أو سبع؟
7 غرف.
7 غرف. بارك الله فيك.
شكرا، عفوا عني، أنا على التاريخ.
ما شاء الله. التدريب الخامس: تبادل الحوار مع زميلك كما في المثال. If you look at the example we have here, we have شقة, and you can see the picture. أريد شقة من فضلك. أريد شقة من فضلك. لدينا شقة جميلة. We have beautiful apartments. أريد مشاهدة الشقة. I want to view the apartment. هذه هي الشقة. This is the apartment. هذه شقة جميلة. This apartment is beautiful. So you can see the discussion or the conversation between two people. So now we are going to use the variables we have here. Then I will call two people to represent طالب الأول and طالب الثاني. So the first person I call will be طالب الأول and the second person will be طالب الثاني. So you converse together, okay? So you converse together. So we are going to take ثلاجة number 666 and number 589. 666 589. Go ahead.
نعم.
Go on.
أريد ثلاجة من فضلك.
لدينا شقة جميلة.
لا، هو يريد ثلاجة وأنت
لا.
تتكلمين في شقة.
لدينا ثلاجة جميلة.
ما شاء الله. لدينا ثلاجة جميلة.
أريد مشاهدة الثلاجة.
هذه هي ثلاجة.
هذه ثلاجة جميلة.
بارك الله فيكما. بارك الله فيكما. Now let's move to the second one. Let's move to the second one. I'll be calling number 629, 629, and number 011. 629 011. Number 011. Okay, go ahead.
أريد أريكة من فضلك.
011. Are you there?
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. Please go ahead. أريد حريكة من فضلك. لدينا أريكة جميلة. 011.
لدينا حقيقة جميلة.
Yes.
أريد مشاهدة الحريقة.
مشاهدة.
مشاهدة الحريقة.
أريد مشاهدة الأريكة.
حريقة.
011.
Oh, yeah. أريد مشاهدة الحقيقة.
You are the one to respond.
What's your response?
011.
Yes.
You are the one to respond.
Oh, okay. هذه هي الشقة.
هذه هي الأريكة.
هذه هي الأريكة.
هذه أريكة جميلة.
بارك الله فيكما. Let's move to سجادة. Let's move to سجادة. Number 176. Number 176. Then number 392. 176. 392.
أريد ستارة من فضلك.
لدينا ستارة جميلة.
أريد مشاهدة الستارة.
مشاهدة. مشاهدة is to view something.
Okay. أريد مشاهدة الستارة.
ما شاء الله.
هذه هي ستارة.
هذه ستارة جميلة.
ما شاء الله. ممتاز. So let's look at the last one, مرآة. Let's look at the last one, مرآة. Let me call number 604. 604. Then طلعت محمد. 604 and طلعت محمد.
أريد مرآة من فضلك.
لدينا مرآة جميلة.
لدينا مرآة جميلة.
لدينا مرآة جميلة.
أريد مشاهدة مرآة.
Don't forget that you should add alif wala. أريد مشاهدة المرآة.
أريد مشاهدة المرآة. أريد مشاهدة المرآة.
شلت لها. محمد, are you there?
هذه هي المرآة. هذه هي المرآة.
هذه مرآة جميلة.
ما شاء الله. بارك الله فيكم. So you have this assignment to try. حاجب عن الأسئلة التالية. Respond to the following questions Aina teskunu. So each and every one of us, we should be able to answer that honestly where we are staying. هل تسكن في الشقة؟ هل تسكن في بيت؟ ما رقم بيتك؟ ما رقم شقتك؟ كم غرفة في بيتك؟ كم غرفة في شقتك؟ في أي دور شقة? So we should be able to answer or respond to all these questions, inshallah. And under Qira'ah, so we have all these things that we have been reading. We have Bait, Shaqqa, Ghurfa, Matbakh, Dawr, Sarir, Sittara, Arika, Sajjada, Ghurfatun Nawm, Ghurfatun Julus. So I don't think we have anything new there. But even with that, we are still going to read. So let's read it together. Bait, Shaqqa, Ghurfa, Hammam, Matbakh, Dawr, Sarir, Sitara, Arika, Sajjada, Ghurfatu Nawm, Ghurfatu Julus. So I want to believe we are not having anything new there. Then this is another assignment. التدريب الثاني صل بين كل كلمة متطابقتين. You remember the word متطابق? Similar, identical. So you join two identical words, you join them together. So that's not an issue. You have teskuno here, you have teskuno on the other side, just join them together. You have hay, you have hay on the other side. You have athath on this side, you have athath on. So that is that's not a problem. التدريب الثالث اقرأ read ثم ضع علامة الخطأ بجانب الكلمة المختلفة في كل مجموعة. So this is also a very simple thing, that you read what you have in the box, and whichever is not identical with the others, you have three words there. So whichever is not identical, so you put the wrong sign in front of it. You have, for instance, Gurafun, Gurfatun, Gurafun. So you can see that Gurfa is different from others. Number two, you have Jamilun, Jamilun, Jamila. So Jamila is different from others, on and on like that. You have the same thing in the Tadrib al-Rabi', but in this case, it's Jumla, it's sentence. So a different sentence from the three, you cross it out. هذه شقة جميلة. هذه شقة جميلة. هذه شقة جميلة. So which one is different? The first one. هذه شقة جميلة. So the other ones, you have الشقة. هذه شقة جميلة. This is a beautiful apartment. The remaining two, هذه شقة جميلة. This apartment is beautiful. So they are two different things. So on and on like that. You'll have to read for you to know which one is different from others. Now تدريب الخامس. التدريب الخامس. انظر واستمع واقرأ. Look at it. You listen to me, then you read after me. If you want to read after me, you can read, please. No problem. أسكن في بيت. أسكن في شقة. في الشقة 3 غرف.
في شقة 3 غرف.
الشقة في الدور الأول.
الشقة في دور الأول.
أريد مشاهدة الأثاث.
أريد
أريد
مشاهدة الأثاث.
الأثاث.
أريد مشاهدة المطبخ.
أريد
أريد
مشاهدة
مشاهدة
المطبخ.
المطبخ.
Now the next exercise التدريب السادس, and that's going to be the last one for the day, inshallah ta'ala. So I'm going to read, but you are going to respond to the questions you have there. So we are given a passage, a very small one. So Ahmadu yaskunu fi shaqqatin jamila. Listen very well.
نعم.
Ahmadu yaskunu fi shaqqatin jamila. Ahmad is living in a beautiful apartment. Ashaqqatu fi hayy al-matar. And the apartment is around the airport area. Ashaqqatu fi ad-dawr al-thalith. And the apartment is on the top. Fi shaqqati khams ghuraf. So there are 5 rooms in the apartment. Fi ghurfatin nawmi sarirun.
Sheikh, your mic is muted. Sheikh, your mic is muted.
Subhanallah. And I've been reading. Who did that? Who did that to me? So I'm reading from Tadribu Sadis. So I said, we're going to read, then you will respond to all the questions. Inshallah ta'ala, as an assignment. Ahmadu yaskunu fi shaqqatin jamila. Ahmad is living in a beautiful apartment. Ashaqqatu fi ayyil matar. The apartment is at the airport area. Ashaqqatu fi dawri thalith. And the apartment is on the 3rd floor. Fi shaqqati khamsu ghuraf. There are 5 rooms in the apartment. Fi ghurfatin nawmi sarirun. There is a bed in the bedroom. Fi ghurfati julus harika. There is a couch in the sitting room. Fil matbakh furnun. There is an oven in the kitchen. Fil hammami mir'at. And there is a mirror in the bathroom. So you are going to respond to the questions that followed, inshallah ta'ala. So you have 8 questions there. So you have 8 questions. So you should be able to read and respond. So on this note, inshallah ta'ala, so we are ending this unit and we are starting al-wahdat al-rabi'ah tomorrow morning, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا على خير استماعكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Now, barakallahu fikum. Inshallah, we'll just take a few questions. As I've rightly said, tomorrow we have a test. We open the test window by beginning of tomorrow, inshallah rahman, and it will only last for 24 hours. And once you click on the test, you have only 15 minutes to attend to the questions. Barakallahu fikum. Please let's take note of that, to be shared on the WhatsApp and at the same time probably in other means for us to be able to get it, inshallah. Now, if you have questions, please raise up your hand so that we can take a few questions, inshallah. Now, also submit, just click on the answers. Then after submission, that's all. You don't need to have anything to do with the submission. Just click on the link, put the right answers there, submit, and that's all, inshallah. Now we have 388. Please let the question be straightforward and only on the class, please, because of time. Barakallahu fikum. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum. I've asked about this question before, and I wanted to ask about this. Like, if you want to identify an object, masculine and feminine, like the Kufa, the husband, and the soul, we want to identify.
I can't hear you, please.
I said I want to ask about the question before, and I wanted to ask about it again. It's about the differentiating between the masculine and feminine of an object. How are we going to identify that? In case we come across our exam, our test, how are we going to differentiate the masculine and feminine?
Please, the question is not clear because of the background noise, so you can send it on the chat room, please.
I think it's asking how do we differentiate between the masculine and feminine?
So we have been talking about that for quite some time. You have term marbuta most of the time that will tell you this particular word is feminine. So unlike whichever that is masculine. So that's the major difference there. So we have some other ones that we are going to be discussing in future, inshallah.
Okay.
If you look at most of the words we talk about today, so you discover that like bait is masculine because it's not having ta marbuta. Shaqqa is feminine because it's having ta marbuta. Gurfa is feminine because it's having ta marbuta. Hammam is masculine because it's not having ta marbuta. So matbakh is masculine. Daur is masculine. Serir is masculine. Sitaro is having ta marbuta, that's feminine. Sajada, arika. So all of them, they are having ta marbuta, and definitely, so they are feminine. So that is the major thing you can use this time around to differentiate them. So if there's any other one in the future, inshallah, we are going to talk about them.
So inshallah Rahman. Second question, which could be the last question for the day till tomorrow, inshallah. 449. 449.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, in this sentence, Uridu mushahadata shaqqati. Then I want you to analyze the grammatical relationship between the mushahadata and that of shaqqati, because I see shaqqati majrur.
Yes, that is mudaf wa mudaf ilayh. That is mudaf wa mudaf ilayh. So mudaf ilayh will always take majrur. So because those two words, mushahadat and shaqqa, is becoming only one word, giving us only one meaning. So that is what we call mudaf wa mudaf ilayh. Just like Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, we have Abdu, then you have Rahman. When the two comes together, it becomes only one name. So that is what we call mudaf wa mudaf ilayh. When two names are coming together to form only one, that is mudaf ilayh. So the first one will take marfu or mansub, as the case may be, if there's anything coming before it. But mudaf ilayhi will definitely take kasra. It will be majroor. So always, and that is the rule. Inshallah, we'll get there.
Now, barakallahu fikum. Inshallah Rahman, we are going to stop now till tomorrow. As I've said earlier, we will have the test tomorrow. It will be open. We get the link on WhatsApp. You will have the link for the test. So it will be 20 questions. And as I've said earlier, that the window for the test is just 24 hours. It's not it's going to be open forever. After 24 hours, it will be closed. But once you click on the link, you have only 15 minutes to attend to the questions. Barakallahu fikum. Inshallah, till tomorrow, luqahana bil khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And lastly, please try to mark your attendance. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.